Want to have your clip featured in the Skyrim Clip of the Week? Simply record the clip on your Xbox and then send it to me via message. My gamertag is iRyeni, that's IRYENI, and you can message it to me over Xbox and I'll be able to view it. I look forward to seeing the clips that you guys send me. Now moving on to the video. Hey, what's up guys, it's Ryan and welcome to week number 98 of the top 5 Skyrim mods of the week. Now hopefully you guys will enjoy the mods that I've picked out for this week. Starting off at our number 5 spot, we have a very simple mod called Werewolf Loot. Now the mod page reads, tired of backtracking through dungeons, picking through the wreckage your animal self left behind? Are you endlessly frustrated by all the treasure that you can see but can't touch? Do you find yourself avoiding the thrill of the hunt just because it makes you too stupid to pick up a bag of coins? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then this mod is for you. If, however, you're a stickler for immersion and realism, you'd best look elsewhere. This is for fun and, above all things, convenience. If it bothers you that a werewolf can now open up a chest and carry off with the contents, you might want to pass on this one. Now, I for one, while yes, it is kind of unimmersive if you think about it and it's not really realistic, it does make everything a lot more convenient, as it says. And what the mod simply does is it allows you to access menus with the mod while you're able to be in animal form as well. Now with the limitations of being able to go through your menus while being a werewolf is spells don't work at all. If you have them equipped, you will not be able to attack, but shouts actually work perfectly, but your howl is also considered a shout, so you have to choose between that and whatever dragonborn shouts you have available. Armor will also not appear visually, but the effects will still be applied, and the same goes for jewelry, and weapons with the exception of bows can be equipped and used, but it looks a little bit strange. So this is more for just the werewolf's unarmed attacks, but it does give you the ability to go around and actually pick up items that are around caves as you're in the animal form, and it allows you to be able to open up chests, loot bodies while also feeding. Whenever you go up to a body to loot it, it'll give you the option between feeding and actually searching the body, so I like that a lot. And being able to actually loot things while also be in animal form is very convenient, and it makes it so going through caves you don't have to do backtracking and all that kinds of stuff. So although it might not be the most immersive and realistic thing in the world, it's definitely something that'll save you a lot of time and not actually frustrate you at all whenever you're going through and being a werewolf in caves. So that's definitely why it comes in at our number 5 spot, so I'd recommend downloading Werewolf Loot. Coming in at our number 4 spot, we have the Nightingale Trinity, a Nightingale retexture. Now the mod page reads that the Nightingales are a trio of highly skilled thieves dedicated to the service of Nocturnal. This mod changes the Nightingale armor to look like it was made for stealth, and it gives it more of a darker retexture. And Nocturnal, who is known as the Night Mistress, the Mistress of Shadows, the Unfathomable, the Empress of Murk, the Daughter of Twilight, the Mistress of Mystery, Lady Luck, Urdra, and the Saint of Suspicion, is a Daedric prince, or Daedric princess, whose sphere is the night and darkness. She is frequently depicted accompanied by jet black ravens, which are said to have the power of speech. The Evergloam is a realm of oblivion, created and ruled over by Nocturnal, the Daedric Prince of Shadow. It is a realm of perpetual twilight, and the cradle of the shadow. The Evergloam consists of a primary plane and several pocketed realms, including the Shade, Perlerius, and the Krowl's Wood. These realms are thought to be consistently shifting and perceived differently by different mortals. The Ebonmere is a portal linked to the Evergleam, which acts as a Nocturnal's conduit on Tamriel. It is located in the Twilight Sepulchre, an ancient temple in Skyrim. The Ebonmere is held open by the Skeleton Key, although the artifact has been stolen by the Sepulchre by mortals. The Nightingales are a secretive subgroup to the Thieves Guild who pledge their souls to Nocturnal and guard both the Ebonmere and the Skeleton Key. When a Nightingale dies, it is believed that their soul becomes one with the shadows, and as long as Ebonmere remains open, the souls of the dead Nightingales can walk with the shadows and bring luck to thieves. As agents of Nocturnal, Nightingales are permitted to drink from the Ebonmere and obtain powerful abilities. Now that's just a little bit of a backstory of the armor itself, and it's a very badass looking armor set. It's very darkened out, and it is perfect for Dark Brotherhood playthroughs, and it's very perfect because the boots are also enchanted to give the wearer muffled sound so that you can actually sneak everywhere, and I really like that as well. So that's why it comes in at our number 4 spot, so I'd recommend downloading the Nightingale Trinity mod. Coming in at our number 3 spot, we have another armor retexture called the Leaf Armor Collection. Now this mod is a collection of 4 leaf-themed armors, both male and female, designed for but not specific to Bosmer and Wood Elves. These armors are constructed from leather and leather strips and can be crafted at any forge under the Elven category with the Elven Smithing perk. They are all light armor, and the 4 colors are Autumn Shade, which is a orange/yellow armor for camo in exposed tundra regions and enforced during fall/autumn months, and the boots are also enchanted so that you will move silently and your footsteps are now muffled. There's also the Shadow Green armor, which is a dark green armor for all-purpose camo in wooded and forested areas. The boots are also enchanted with the same enchant. Then there's the Gray Winter, which is a light gray/blue and white armor for blending in with the surroundings in the mountainous and snowy regions. Those boots are enchanted as well. And then there's the Rock Wallow armor, which is a brown and tan armor for areas where dirt, earth, and dead trees, as well as caves, are the prominent features. And like I said earlier, the boots are also enchanted with the same enchant. So you have the numerous different camouflaged armors, and each set is accompanied by enchanted boots that match the set and are enchanted so that your footsteps will be silent and your footsteps will be muffled. And I really like the way that the armor looks. I think that you'll blend in perfectly, and if you're playing more of a stealth build, this will be more immersive for you because whatever area you're in, you can design your armor to look that exact way so you can blend in with your surroundings. And that's definitely why it comes in at our number 3 spot, so I'd recommend downloading the Leaf Armor Collection. Coming in at our number 2 spot, we have Dragon Age weapons. Now this mod is huge and it adds a whole bunch of new weapons into the game, and I just want to start off by saying I've never played Dragon Age. I've only heard of it, I've seen trailers and stuff like that, but I've never actually played the game itself. But I thought it'd be a good idea to add this to my load order because it adds so many new weapons that it is unbelievable. Let me just list you the names of all these swords and bows and war axes, along with great axes, staves. You know, there's so much added in here. So some of them might sound really familiar to you if you're a Dragon Age fan. Now, some of the weapons that were actually added into this game were the great swords such as Vigilance, Starfang, Eucerius, Asala, the Knight Commander's sword, and the Mother's Chosen. Then there's the long swords, which also contain Vigilance and Starfang, along with the Keening Blade and Duncan's sword. There's also new war axes and great axes, along with staves such as the Staff of Partholon, and daggers such as Finesse, Spider's Heart, the Murder Knife, and the Backstabber/Heartbreaker. For the warhammers, we have Trion's Maul, Thorval's Luck, and Valos Atrium. And then there's the bows, which is Basrath Kata. I just want to apologize because I probably butchered some of the pronunciations of those, but they range from 1k to 16k textures. That's why the mod is so big at 215 megabytes. Now, all of these weapons can actually be crafted at the forge, but the unique versions of the weapons are placed throughout Skyrim, and the location can be found on the Steam website if you want to actually look up where they are specifically. The unique versions of the weapons are slightly better than the craftable versions and range from steel to ebony in strength. Now, the reason I like this mod so much is because it adds a whole array of new weapons into the game to experiment with and to play with and craft at the forge, and just have a great time experimenting with a bunch of new weapons at your disposal. So that's definitely why it comes in at our number 2 spot, so I'd recommend downloading the Dragon Age weapons mod. Coming in at our number 1 spot, we have the Cliffside Home, a modest player home. Through exploration, you've come across a home nestled on the cliffs above an abandoned prison. The home itself seems recently abandoned as well, but there's a note on the table out front. Cliffside Home is a modest player house mod. The home is positioned on a cliff above the abandoned prison and features a smelter, a forge, a grindstone, a workbench, an enchanting table, an alchemy lab, and a player-owned bed. This home is centered around not being a power player home, but rather a cozy place to return to. There are no fancy features in this mod, and everything used is a vanilla asset, and there's no custom scripts either. There's also a medium amount of loot placed around the house to keep it lootable and immersive, for role-playing's sake, but be warned that the house will look pretty empty if you loot it clean. Now, it's a very simple but really great-looking house that is all compact into one small area in one room, and that's what I really like about downloading player homes and actually using them in my playthroughs, making sure they're all small and I can get all my work done within a small area. And it also has a great view of the cliff. If you go outside on the little porch, you can see way off into the distance, and it's just a beautiful player home and a great place to settle down and relax whenever you're playing Skyrim. So that's definitely why it comes in at our number 1 spot, so I'd recommend downloading the Cliffside Home. So that's pretty much it for this week's episode of the top 5 Skyrim mods of the week. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and if you did, I'd appreciate it if you left a like and subscribe if you're new. It really helps me out a lot. And if you have any suggestions for mods you'd like me to cover in future top 5 mod episodes, be sure to let me know in the comment section below, or you can follow me on Twitter. I'll be sure to leave my Twitter in the description, and you guys can follow me on there and leave me suggestions through there as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I will talk to you guys later.